So today I'm doing a movie review. Yes, spoilers. I'm going to spoil. If you haven't seen it, please turn off this video. If you don't care to see it, then okay. But I'm going to do some spoilers, just a little bit. And I'm going to do my review, what I felt. I watched Nomadland last night, and I'm going to give you some of the things that I like, some of the things I didn't like about it. But I love the actors that starred in the movie. I love Frances McDormand, and then you had David oh my God, I cannot say his name. David Strathairn. I probably butchered his name, and I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. And the director was Chloe Zhao. Congratulations, she won an Oscar for Best Director, first person of color to win, I think female person of color to win an Oscar for directing a film. So congratulations to her. So let's get to it. So Nomadland is about a woman, I believe mid-60s, maybe 50s. No, I don't think she's that old, but and that's not old, sorry. But I think so what happens is she loses everything. Her husband dies, and she's, I think, in this recession, and she decided to, you know, get in her van and, you know, drive west or wherever she's going. And she loses everything, and she decides to just embark on a new adventure in her life, you know, after her husband has passed, and she lost her business, or I believe it was her husband's business or her business, or, you know, but basically what I loved about the movie, and these are the, I'll say, the pros of the movie, because I'll go with the cons in a minute. Not a lot of cons though, but what I enjoyed about the movie is the cinematography was just beautiful, and you know, Chloe Zhao made this movie, the way she directed it, it just felt so realistic. Like, I felt like I was in the van with these people, like I was in the van with Frances McDormand's character, and it felt so realistic. The people were very realistic. I love that Chloe Zhao used real nomads to be in this movie. I thought that, because it made it that realistic feel to it. I thought it was great. Like I said, the cinematography was great. The musical score was great. And I felt like the acting was very, very superb. I really enjoyed it. I really did. It was it's not for everyone, and it's not that kind of movie if you're expecting things to just be, you know, it's very, to others it would be considered slow. To me, it wasn't slow. To me, it kept me wanting to watch and see what's going to happen to Frances McDormand's character, whether she was going to stay in that lifestyle, live in that lifestyle, or she was going to go back to her, you know, living under a roof or living in a home. So it was very interesting to see, you know, it got me emotionally. It did. There were certain scenes in there that I was like, wow, you know, it even made me think of my own life. Like, won't that be kind of cool not to have like all this financial responsibility, just to go travel the world? And, you know, I got 3 cats, so I was thinking about that. But just to travel the world, be free, not be under, you know, financial burden. And, you know, there's a lot of scenes in there that really touched home for me, especially this one scene when Frances McDormand goes back to visit her friends, and because she has to borrow money because her van broke down, and they're talking about real estate. And in the scene, you know, she's listening to her friends discuss real estate, and they're talking about the stock market, and you know, and she kind of gets upset, and it's like, you know, are you guys, basically she questions them, are you guys in the right business? You guys sell homes to people that they can't afford these homes, and they go into debt. Is that the American dream? Basically, that's what she basically says in the short pretense. That's what she says. And I was like, oh, you know, and I was like, wow, I mean, it kind of like rang true, you know. But it had a lot of undertones of financial bondage that us as Americans face, you know. One scene really got to me when one nomad character, and she really is a nomad. She played a nomad in one character, and I love her character. I loved her spirit in the movie. And she says that she worked all her life, you know, ever since she was like 12, and she has 2 daughters, and she checked her Social Security, and all she got was like $500, you know. And it was like, it just hit me like these are senior citizens. These are not, people my age or younger. I'm 36, and I'm thinking like, damn, 20, 30, 40 years from now, my social security will be like, it could be like $500 after all these years I worked. So it makes you think of your worth and makes you think of, financially where you could be in 30, 40, 50 years from now. It's crazy. It's crazy. But what I loved, like I said, what I loved about the movie was it was just beautifully written, beautifully done. The acting was very, very, very realistic. It was very superb. Frances McDormand, I hope she won an Oscar for this role. But it was really well done. Now the cons. And I'm gonna go there. I have to go there. But I did see like a representation of culture that was not really. Basically, I was really shocked that it wasn't diverse as I thought it was going to be. And I was shocked that it wasn't. It was just basically Caucasians, whites, in this movie. And I was, I did some research, and I'm going to do more research, and I could be wrong. But as Chloe being an Asian director, I would think that she would put more diversity into this film. And I'm not saying just because she's Asian she has to, but I just thought more representation of culture would have been more relatable, because they did have one black woman, African American woman. She was a nomad, but there was only one. I didn't see really any Latinos. I didn't really see any Asians. I didn't see any other race but whites as nomads. And I wanted to do my research and wanted to see, is there a big community of nomads that are particularly just white, or there are black nomads? I'm pretty sure there is. I'm not saying there's not, but what I've researched and what I've seen on TV or the media or YouTube, I've seen that particularly is geared towards white America for the nomad living. And I'm going to do, like I said, more research to see if there's a black community of nomads or Latino community of nomads. And like I said, I'm pretty sure there is, but the movie kind of didn't go into that. And I kind of wonder why it was just primarily focused on the white, basically the white race, of why it was basically predominantly white nomads. I just wanted to know why, and if there are other races that, do, have the nomad lifestyle. But also too, there were some scenes that I didn't kind of resonate with. And one of the scenes is, Frances McDormand's character meets a friend, and this friend decides to go back. David Strathairn's character decides to go back and meet his grandson, because his grandson is born, and he asks her if she wants to come back with him and stay. And he's like, there's an extra room in a guest house, and and he was like, I'm gonna stay here. I didn't think I was gonna stay, but I'm gonna stay here. She's like, oh, it's a beautiful home. And it kind of made me go, oh, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of the tone of the nomad. But I see what I see what Chloe was trying to do. Like, you can basically have all this, a nice home, a nice, a nice financial setting, but the movie is about loss and about feeling lost and about losing everything and starting over. And I think that's what she was trying to interpret. But it made me feel like I can have to go back to this life, because I can go back and be in this home, because his character stated to Frances McDormand's character that she can stay here. There's an extra guest home. And it's like, how many Americans have that opportunity to choose to be a nomad or go live in a guest home, like, offered to them? As to me, that wasn't realistic at all, because there are so many people. It's hard to find a place to stay as it is. It's hard to, to afford rent, and I thought that part kind of defeated the purpose of the whole tone of the Nomadland movie, because it's like, they got it. Like they have a choice, you know. And I feel for some people that do choose the nomad lifestyle, some of them didn't have a choice. Some of them don't have a choice. Some of them are homeless, but some do choose that lifestyle because it's better for them. I recently looked up yesterday on YouTube, and I love what this one lady said. She said it perfectly. She said, some of us nomads, some people use the term nomads to escape life, but we use the term nomads oh my god, I just messed up the whole thing, sorry. But basically what she said, that some people use the nomad living to escape life, but we use it to get basically gain life, to seek life, you know, to see what else is out there, which I love. You know, I love that, you know, you have, some people do have a choice, you know, but some people don't have a choice, and you know, they're in this financial stricken situations where they feel like the nomad life is better. And I mean, shit, I even thought about it, like, man, having to live in a van or an RV, which RVs can be expensive, but you can travel in an RV. And I don't think that Nomadland, I don't think Chloe Zhao, the director, was trying to glamorize being the life of a nomad. I think she was literally looking into the depth of what a nomad will go through, or what you know, it was some scenes in there that I was like, whoa, that's pretty tough, you know. I didn't even think about that, you know. There were some scenes in there that, you know, that really made you think, is this the lifestyle for you? I mean, it's not an easy lifestyle, and it wasn't glamorized at all. But I did like the scenery. I did like the fact of being in nature all the time. Is your choice. They had like these temporary jobs, you know, these jobs to just get by, and they didn't have to pay rent. So it's kind of like, you know, their money is theirs, but they, you know, they're basically nomads, or they're looking for a place to park their van or their RV, their vehicle, and then they live off the land, which is, I think, is pretty cool. But at the same time, getting back to the cultural diversity of the movie, I thought it could have been more and more realistic, but maybe that's something that's catered more towards the white audience, because maybe more whites do go towards that type of living, if that makes sense. But I'm going to do more research and see if there's a broader way of seeing culture diverse nomads, you know, Black nomads, Latino nomads, you know. I really feel is out there. I just think the media doesn't see it, and is not portrayed in the media like you would think, because I just don't see predominantly Black nomads or predominantly Latino nomads, you know, living it up. I don't. I usually see more catered to the white culture. So yeah. But those are the cons. It's not bad cons, but those are the cons that I didn't like, you know. But if I had to rate this film out of a 10, I'll give it a 7.5, close to an 8. I really enjoyed it on, you know, besides the diversity standpoint of it. I think Chloe Zhao did an amazing job. And I was moved. I was really moved from this film, and it made me think of my own life and loss, and it was just a beautifully well written, done film. And I love how realistic and relatable these characters were. And I think she did it. I think Chloe Zhao did a great job. I really do. So if I will say, check it out if you can. I'm sorry for the little spoiler alerts, but I don't think I gave that many. I didn't say what happened at the end. I gave you kind of like a prefix of, you know, what the storyline entails. But I think you will enjoy it. Like I said, if you're looking for something rushed, if you're looking for something like action, and it's not that kind of movie. It's really conversationless movie, you know. It just conversation after conversation, and depth. And I think it's really, 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 really good. I liked it. I enjoyed it, you know. So check it out. That's my review on Nomadland. And I hope you enjoyed my review. Please please, if you like my video, click like and subscribe to my video. And if you have any comments about the movie, please leave your comments as well. Let's keep it friendly. This is all for fun. We can debate, but we can debate with, you know, with respect with each other. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll be back with another movie review, or, you know, leave a list of movies that you would like me to review. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, YouTube family.